It is live, uncut, unedited. All right, come on in, people. Come on in, live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, come on in, live. We're live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on in. Y'all already know what it is. Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. This is what we tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. All right, come on in, people. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Live, uncut, unedited. We got some updates that we got to make some announcements, and we've been posting things so you guys can see what's going on. Keep up with the race, and it's been going on. Come on in, people. Make sure you share the video. That would be nice. That would be nice if you do. If you don't, no problem. No problem. The word will get out there. It will get out there. I tell you the truth. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. And listen, people, y'all know this is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. We've been real busy with this election season, and my goodness, it's been going down. We've been hearing rumors that they got a rumor going out. Well, it's not a rumor. It's in the paper that well-known activist is a police informant. I'm going to bring it out, read it to you guys, and it's terrible, people. Terrible, 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 terrible. It's terrible, man. It is terrible. Terrible. Come on in, people. I'm going to shout out some names in a minute. All right. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. This is where we tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. Share the video, people. I need at least 100 people on here so we can start whooping on these folks. We need to whoop on them. I tell you, they need a good whooping. A good whooping, I tell you. A good whooping. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and what? And shame. Come on in, people. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I tell you, let me see who on here. All right. Andre, popping the bottles. Nisha Taylor, what's going on? I see you. I see you. I see you. See you, Andre. Steven, what's up, Steven Darkins? Nathan, what's going on? All right. Crystal Red. Tavinia Fields Fort, what's up? Lewis Ramsey, what's up, Lewis? Monique McCoy, what's up? Jessica, JBL, okay. Chris Moore, what's up, brother? Virginia Beasley, Keena Nicole, what's up? I see you. Lynn Miller, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. Eric, what's up, man? I see you. I see you, I see you, I see you, people. Come on in, it's live, uncut. All right. Holmes, I see you. I see you, I see you, I see you. Karen, I see you. Karen Martin, I see you. I see you. Is that Farland Holmes? Okay, I see you. I see you, people. Make sure you guys share the video. I definitely need you guys to share the video on my live. Share it so we can get the word out, people. We got to get the word out. We definitely got to get the word out. We got some new updates that we want to post, and that's what we on. I tell you, this is live, uncut, unedited. All right, I'm going to share the video. I only got, 6 people to share the video? Come on, people. Y'all afraid to share the video? What's going on? Share the video so we can get the word out. I got so many people calling in, trying to come in, and I'm not letting them in. And y'all ought to be happy that you got a platform that you can talk on. We could let I want the enemies to look at it. I want them to call in tonight. I guarantee they ain't going to call in at night. They ain't going to be able to get in. I'm going to share this video. Live, uncut, unedited. I ain't playing with these people tonight. Let's go. Let's come on with it. Come on in, people. Come on in. Let's get it going. Dion Hill, what's up, man? I see you. I see you again, Karen. Jess, what's up? What's up? I see you. Chocolate Deluxe, what's up? What's up? Joseph Fleming, what's up, man? There's up Anita Whitehead, what's going on? I see you. Lisa, what up, Lisa? I see Christelle. Tanya D. White, what's up? All right, all right. Roosevelt, what's up, Roosevelt? Roosevelt, my VIP person. What's up, Roosevelt? You the man, Roosevelt. What's going on? Live, uncut, unedited. I see Roosevelt on here, y'all. Roosevelt, this is where we
tell the truth
and what?
And shame the devil.
All right, Roosevelt is on my live tonight. I'm going to read you guys something. I'm going to show you where I got it. It's a lot going on, people. I'm learning a lot about these people, man. I'm almost to the point now when I'm talking to people, I got to talk to them like they wearing a wire or something. All right. I'll tell you. All right. Crystal Red. Rita, what's up, Rita? Mel Adams, what's up? Jewel, I see you. Modesta. Otis, what's going on? Crystal, all right. All right, Lewis, I see you again. Come on, Vicky, Gavin, come on. I need y'all to share the video now. Come on, man. Y'all got to share the video. So I need at least 100 people on here. Before we get started, I need 100 people tonight because this is very important. I don't want to have to keep repeating myself. I need at least 100 people on here tonight. Yeah. And that'd be great for me, and I'll be happy with that. All right. I'm ready too. How many people I got on here? 65. All right, man. I got 65. I got some 65 some on YouTube. All right. Live, uncut, unedited people, come on in. I got some things to read. It's an article in the Crusader paper. They got some things going on. It says Saturday, March 25th, 2023. This is the volume right here. So letting y'all know it. Y'all can see it for yourself. It's the Crusader. So I don't know nobody think I'm lying on them. This is the Crusader right here. Soft Sheen co-founder Edward G. Gardner dies at 98. All right, I want to show y'all. It got some interesting things that it said in here now. Remember, I didn't say this. This is what I'm reading in the newspaper. Let's take in mind now. All right, we want to read the newspaper. All right, we want to read the newspaper in the chatter box. So if you want to go get this newspaper, you're welcome to get it. And that's what we're reading on page 7. Page 7. So I don't want nobody to think I'm lying on them or picking on them. Matter of fact, page 7. Page 7. Y'all see that? Page 7. Let me hold it up. The chatter box. This is what they got it in the Crusader. Yeah, the chatter box. That's what it says. All right, we're gonna read a little something, and we're gonna. It's gonna be fun. Want you to read it? All right. We're gonna start at lines in the sand. All right, I can wait a few more minutes so a few more people come on here. Let y'all see it. Y'all see it. Hope y'all see it. Yep, this is what it's talking about. So we're going to see in this newspaper, in the Crusade. This is a community newspaper, and we're going to on page 7, the chatter box. It's talking about these political candidates. All right, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to read some things. 98 people. Okay. I need about 10 more people. Come on, y'all. Share this live. Share this live. We need 100 people before we get started. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. I tell you, it's a lot going on. Las Vegas in the house. All right. Betty Young, what's up, Betty? I see you. Vanita Whitehead, I see you. I see you. Mohammed. All right, I see you, my brother. Let's be safe. That's right. All right, I see you, my sister. Don, I see you, Marcia. I see you. Chris Moore. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Y'all ready to go? All right. I'm telling you, people, you got to be careful who you talk to. You got to be, listen, you almost got to talk to these people like they wearing the wire or something. I'm telling you, this is crazy, people. But I'm going to start reading. Let me see what my number at. 88. 88 people on here. All right, people, we got to do better than that. Y'all got to share this video. 76 on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. Can y'all share the video? Please share it in the inbox. Share it in your group, in your messenger. That would be nice. All right, because I don't want to repeat. Cassandra Clark, what's up? How you doing? All right. All right. Is that Sherry Jones? What's going on? Montjoy. Yeah, okay. All right. Crystal Love. What's up, Love? All right, Monique McGee. I see you, Monique. I see you. I see you. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. Appreciate you. We got some stuff out here that we want to put out here. Doretha Glass, what's going on, y'all? All I need is about 10 more y'all to share. Then I know that'll put me at 100. Okay. I'm at 85 on Facebook and 12 at YouTube. So I need at least 3 more people on here. 100 people. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Yeah, we're going to read some things. Make sure I get this light. I want to make sure I read it right. I want to read it right. All right, live, uncut, unedited. All right, now share the video, people. Share the video. Share the video. Live, uncut, unedited. All right, I need one more person. I got 99 so far, 13 on YouTube and 86 on Facebook. One more person, one more share, and that should be it. That should be it, I tell you. All right, lines in the sand. Come on, people. I need another person to share it. Come on with it, people. Let's share it now. Let's share. Let's share, people. Let's share. Come on now. We need to share this. Them glasses out of mine. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Lines in the sand. Now, here again, I just want you to let you know. Look at this paper. This is March 25th. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just want to hold it up. I'm not making this up. It's in the newspaper. It's called a Crusader newspaper. All right. Now we're going to read a couple of articles. All right. We're going to start with lines in the sand. All right. We're going to start with that first. It says the municipal election is drawing some parallels to the 1983 Harold Washington. I was the first one I told you guys. 1983 Harold Washington campaign for mayor. Only because it's a white man versus a black man in a runoff. All right. Other than race, there are little similarities between these two eras. Okay. But one thing that remains the same is that mayoral races always make the established Negroes draw lines in the sand. All right. They always wind up opposite of the community Negroes. Wow. Who usually back the black candidates no matter who it is. It is only recently that many of established blacks have been forced to publicly declare their allegiance to Daley Machine, which was never turned off, even when Ron Emanuel was installed. We mean elected. Every pro-Daley and pro-Emanuel black, including contractors and black business folks with the city contracts, has already endorsed violence. Listen to this. Every protesting Negro is on the side of Johnson. The problem both camps face is getting people mad or scared enough to actually go out and vote in the runoff. The pandemic combined with the pandemic combined with confusion has caused a lot of voters to simply check out. I could care less, said one guy at the gas station on 51st Street. I really ain't been checking for it. I got other problems. I'm trying to keep my job. I don't have time to worry about giving somebody a new job. All right. A guy who likes to stir up things had this observation. The black elected officials you see with Vallis all face some sort of challenge by the CTU, who either ran candidates against them or threatened their money in some kind of way. He said, I know for a fact that there are people who have endorsed Johnson publicly, but behind the scenes, they are working with Vallis in secret to keep him out of office. I want to read that again. I know for a fact that there are people who have endorsed Johnson publicly, but behind the scenes, they are working with Vallis in secret to keep him out of office. Now go to Negroes. Some feel like the union has gotten too big and overstepping. What's next? The governor's race? They're going to go after Dick Durbin. They can control everything in Chicago after this mayoral election, and they will. If you oppose them, will they take down the House Speaker, Chris Welch? Nobody likes to have a threat hanging over their heads. Them politicians got something to lose, but the CTU don't, because they are a private group. Only teachers can hold them accountable, and that ain't going to happen as long as they keep them teachers going after the school board. Them people are also young enough that they'll be running the CTU for a long time, and some of them cats downtown have expired dates. All right. And y'all heard that. We're going to the Department of Negroes now, Ferris. All right. Possibly, Mayor Paul Vallis has vowed that when he takes control of City Hall, he will create a black office and staff it with Jamal Green and other individuals who probably backed his mayoral campaign. Green, dutifully and happy, took the video and pictures of him eating fried chicken with Vallis, okay, who has worked with Chicago Black long enough to know that you can basically tell them anything running for office and they will believe it. All right. One Chatterbox reader pointed out that other Vallis endorsers included at least one person who supposedly is an undercover police informant who pretends to be an activist. Oh my God, let's read that again. One Chatterbox reader pointed out that the other Vallis endorsers include at least one person who supposedly is an undercover police informant who pretends to be an activist. And another anti-violence person said a group of preachers have already divided up who will be getting the city faith-based contracts and additional vacant lots. If he's elected, still another group endorsers have been allegedly promised nearly $100 million. Listen to this. Another group allegedly has been promised $100 million in anti-violence contracts and much more for after-school programs like summer basketball. If they do what they do, make Vallis mayor. Snitches get stitches, claiming that at least one aldermanic supporter has been promised a weed dispensary and others contracts for their support. All right, people, y'all heard it for yourself. I hope I was reading clearly enough. I went to public school, so, y'all heard it for yourself, man. Y'all heard it for yourself. Y'all heard it for yourself. This live, uncut, unedited. I tell you, boy, they listen, people. If they do what they do, he promised them $100 million anti-violence contract. Like summer basketball people, I'm telling y'all people, folks ain't caring about this black love, black unity, black power. They all they caring about themselves, that money, that almighty dollar. They don't care if we get free or what. They don't care. I tell you, people, man, it's a lot going on. So they said it's a person that's in the violence camp, Paul Vallas camp, that's known as an activist, but he's a police informant. Now, they didn't say who it was. So I'm not going to put that out there. This is in the Crusader newspaper. What it is. Somebody said, follow the money. Follow the money. Bad business for Chicago. Wow. I'm telling you, people. So listen, even some automatic candidate, he said at least one automatic supporter has been promised a weed dispensary and other contracts for their support. It's in the paper, baby. It's in the paper. I ain't lying on nobody. I'm not making this up. Now, if y'all want to sue somebody, you sue the Crusader. It's in the paper. See, black people, are they going to Paul Vallas for black people, or are they going for themselves? Or what can they get out of it? That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, people, it's real. It's real. It's real. It's real, people. It's real. So one of these activists that's working with Paul Vallas is a police informant. Man. All right, I'm just letting y'all know. I ain't calling no names. I ain't saying no names. We can go to that newspaper. I tell you, this is real. This is real. $100 million. And so some folks was promised vacant lots. Man, Paul Vallas, he promised a lot of people for his support. I'm telling you, for the love of money. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. I tell you, that's exactly why contractors with Black Chicago is imperative. That's true. Money is, yeah. All right. All right. That newspaper did not give a name. It did not give a name. I got it. It's called the Crusaders newspaper. This is the article for March 25th. That's what you asked. So I didn't make this up. Page 7 in the chatterbox. So I didn't make this up, people. So I knew you guys hear this, Hey, and it's people that's backing Brandon Johnson, but secretly don't want him to win. So in other words, they backing Brandon Johnson, wishing him well, but hoping he fail. So they look at it like, okay, we can't get CTU too much power, because if we get CTU too much power, they can take out Dick Durbin and all that. So, wow, people, this is a political, man, it's going down. It's coming out, people. It's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out, people. Listen, I told you, people don't care about Black prosperity. They care about themselves. What's that? Which one of them rappers said, you better get yours, I'm going to get mine? Yeah. So I'm telling y'all, this is real, people. This is live uncut. I'm telling you, this is real. I'm telling you. So Brandon Johnson camp. Those of you supporting Brandon Johnson, which is myself, Brandon, be careful. You got people in your camp on your side. They publicly endorse you, but they hoping that you fail. And that's something, boy. Wishing you well, but hoping you fail. And that's something, boy. You just can't trust folks. You just can't trust them. I'm telling you, these folks out here wild, boy. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I'm telling y'all the truth. an automatic candidate promised a weed dispensary. My goodness. You know it, I'm telling you. Listen, black people. Somebody said, what they said, Martin, I blame our black politicians who've been in power for so long and did nothing. We can't come together and keep selling our people out. Everybody looking for their own self. That's what it is. It's that money, that love of money. That's what it is. That newspaper gave evidence of fraud. Yeah. They didn't mention no names, though. I tell you, y'all, listen. Fraud is going on big time. Yeah. So y'all heard it for yourself. I did not write this newspaper. It's the Crusader. Crusader newspaper. That's where it's at. In the chatter box, page 7. So if anyone about to go back and say, I said somebody's name, I called them this, I didn't call nobody's name out. I read what the chatter said. All right. Which I ain't afraid to call no names out. They need to be called out. They want money, people. I'm telling you, man. All this, people, I'm telling you. Somebody said, what's in it for the black people? Now, what's in it for their pockets? That's what is going on. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's getting negative this week. Yes, it is. These Nigerians ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. Judas in the camp. I told y'all Judas was in the camp. Is that you, Dr. Sanders? Judas in the camp.
Yes, sir.
Woo, it's crazy, ain't it, Dr. Sanders?
Yes, sir.
I read it. It's in the newspaper. It's in the Crusader. I read it, sis. I ain't lying on nobody. Yeah. Go ahead, Dr. Sanders.
You know what?
Go ahead.
This is why I was saying that it is so imperative to understand the continuity of the whole matter, because now Paul Vallas is desperate, and he's desperate at right now. He'll kill everybody's mama to get to the top. And if you don't understand who Paul Vallas really is, he is not going to fight fair. Brandon is coming with it on up front and on board with everything. Nothing to hide, not shifty-eyed, none of that. But all of this is dogmatic. So my thing is, I hope a bunch of them preachers that was sitting up there at Greater Harvest is not involved with that. I hope they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? They would make a liar out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to be ever so careful of who is around him, because that's what I said the other night, Martin. If you remember, that a lot of them, the few that came, they came from Vallas's camp to go back and tell what went on at Greater Harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Did they not, Martin?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no joke here. We don't have time to be, arguing about Polish sausage and hot dogs. It's really time to pull it together, because of the fact that instead of Black Chicago 23, let me tell y'all something. Go back and put your what you are asking for in that make it a real contract, because what you really have is a proposal. You have an outline which is written. I do APA. Write it in a proposal and revise your plan or what you want, because when I read it, I'm like, okay, what are you really saying? What is it? Target like you did in college. Target your main factors and whatnot. They'll probably read it, because when you presenting something such as what you need, which is okay, it's good, but here you got CTU. Martin, CTU ain't no joke.
They said it. So what the politicians? Well, according to what
that's the last thing you want to put out.
Hold on, Dr. Sanders. According to, I think I can comprehend a little bit. According to some of the elected officials, they are afraid of CTU. They don't want to give them that much power.
Of course.
That's what that is. They're afraid of. So some of them came out publicly, endorsed Brandon Johnson, but they got the spirit of they wishing him well, but hoping he fail, hoping he don't get it. And that's what that is. That's the up. So hey, So, Brandon, you got some snakes in your camp.
Those that are doing that,
Yeah.
you sure do. You got to watch it because everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not your friend. So CTU, yes, is one of the powerfulest unions across the nation. They don't play. So now Vallis can turn around and think he's gonna win something, but CTU, they gonna get him around for his money. They may have to go to the nursing home when they get through with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on, Dr. Sanders.
They're not one to play with. They've already.
I got another caller. Let me see what this caller has to. Hey, caller 2695. You're live, uncut, unedited. What's your name? Hey, caller, what's your name?
Hi, Martin. This is Monique McGee.
Hey, Monique.
McGee.
How are you doing? Good. I'm glad.
I'm good. I'm just trying to fight this cold.
Yeah, I know you were sick. So what do you got to say about that article that I read? I don't know. Did you hear it? Oh, my God.
Well, I didn't hear it. I kind of stepped away and I just came back on. But there's a reason I did come on here because I had a conversation with my nephew and his friends. So, and Martin, I do believe that this rat race of an election, we didn't think this thing through. We didn't. You know, I love our excitement in regards to this election, but it's causing so much division amongst friends. And I'm solely talking about the young people between 18 and 25-year-olds. And I do believe that both candidates, they are aware that African Americans can make or break this election, even if it's by a small margin. But if you've been paying attention, Martin, those young Caucasians on the north side, they're aligning themselves with Brandon Johnson. And, you know, while we're recruiting our black men and our boys and compensating them anywhere from $250 to $5,000 to perform unethical acts. And it's not anything that I heard. This is what I know. You know, and all that they're doing is they're harassing some of the volunteers. They're removing signs from yards, which is not uncommon in an election. They're snatching literature out of the hands of the volunteers, and that's going to get them hurt. That's going to get them hurt, you know. And this is an easy way for us to springboard those guys into a life of crime. You know, some of them have never, ever voted, but this is what we're doing to them. You know, because once this election is over, what type of impact have we made on them? What should they do? Hit the block? You know, how do they repair their friendship? You know, this is exactly why young people say from time to time again, they buck the system and they never listen to us because they say we failed them. And it is so true. You know, we're involving them for the first time in political corruption. You know, and if you can't pay them anywhere from $250 to $5,000, Martin, they're not doing anything. It's like congratulations to us. You know, and the reason I jumped on here is because my nephew and his friends, some of his friends are on one side of the fence and the other one's on the other side of the fence. And they've been knowing each other from third grade. These are true blue brothers and friends. And then this whole thing is dividing them because some of the guys who's getting paid are bragging about the volunteers. You know, you're doing it for free and I'm getting XYZ.
Right.
You know, and they're trying to recruit them to come on the other side. You know, my nephew asked me, you know, where do you stand in this election? Who are you voting for? You know, and I told him, follow your heart and do your research, you know, because I'm Team Brandon all day long. But I don't want to encourage him. And I do want to say he is a free volunteer on the branding campaign. So why are we doing these young boys like this?
Well, let me just say something. Let me say this. The same very people that say that they are out here patrolling, serving the community, out here got these young boys committing crime and fraud. I'm telling you, people, paying them money to intimidate the Johnson supporters, to break up rallies and meet and greets. I'm telling you, people, this is real. And any young person that's listening to me, let me tell you something, brother, young brother or young sister, whoever you may be, don't take that right now money. That's blood money. Don't do that. Don't go against your brothers and sisters for that little paper because it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Trust me. Do not go against your brother and sister for that little money. They're trying to, listen, Once they done with you, they're not going to know you. Trust me. You go out there and get a case and stain your record, you messed up. And I'm going to tell you, and if you attack one of these political people, when you attack one of these political people, when you attack one, that's a felony. So I'm just telling y'all, people just calling me. I'm sorry, they're trying to blow my phone up, but it ain't gonna happen. Put it on there. But I'm gonna cut this thing off silent. So I'm telling you, and I believe what you're saying, Monique. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And young people, be careful. Now, what was they at? Why was they wasn't trying to put no money in your pocket before the election? You already, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Why would they wasn't putting money in your election before the election? So we'll cut these ringers off, y'all. I'm sorry.
And once it's said and done,
yeah, go ahead.
Once it's said and done, they can't offer them anything after it's over with.
That's right.
Because it's over with.
No, they're not.
That's right. That's right.
And see, what they're doing is that they're already causing a division. Martin, you misplaced the appeal. Let me add on to that appeal.
Okay, go ahead.
Young men and young women, I don't care, and I don't give a rat's tail what balances people are paying you. All money ain't good money.
Say it.
Because I'm going to tell you something. As you get older, what you do now will follow you in the future, because somebody's going to remember you taking a dive that's teaching you the wrong ethics in politics. Brandon is not doing that. If you want someone that is God-fearing and that cares about people, he loves his family, he has integrity, his character speaks well of him. You have not seen him put $10 million into a cartoon advertisement on TV for promotion. You have a black man, a fully adult black man, that's a couple of years, 3 years older than my oldest son. Don't get your face messed up behind sin. Sin will cause you problems and a record. Martin tried to tell one of the other candidates that his little behind didn't listen. Don't be a monkey for $1 that'll get you locked up and your integrity. Because guess what? When you get ready to go to college and you want to come out with a career, and just like they did the other day when they asked Stephen Thurston's son, "What about your daddy going to balance?" And he said, "Hold up, back it off. My father and I are two different people. Whatever he votes for, that's his business. And whoever I vote for is my business. But it's not your business to divide my father and I." Case go.
Yeah. All right.
That's what a man does, young men. I have 5 boys.
All right.
I got 5 boys and 1 girl.
Let me read this.
Integrity.
Let me read it again. Somebody see, that's why I wanted y'all at least 100 people come in, because I don't have to keep repeating myself, you know. Okay. I read something from the Crusader, the March 25th edition. So you know that. Okay. I just wanted, it's the page 7. It's called a Chatterbox. I don't feel like reading it over again, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it. And this is the last time I'm gonna read it. All right. I'm starting for the lines in the sand. All right. It says, the municipal election is drawing some parallels to the 1983 Harold Washington campaign for mayor, only because it's a white man versus a black man in the runoff. Other race, there's little similarities between these two eras. But one thing that remains the same is the mayoral races always make the established Negroes draw lines in the sand. They always wind up opposite of the community Negroes, who usually backs the black candidate no matter who it is. It is only recent that many of the established blacks have been forced to publicly declare their allegiance to Daley Machine, which was never turned off, even when Rahm Emanuel was installed. We mean elected. Every pro-Daley and pro-Emanuel Black, including contractors, Black business folks with city contracts, has already endorsed Vallas, the old machine. And every protesting Negro is on the side of Johnson. The problem with both camps face is getting people mad or scared enough to actually go out and vote in this runoff. The pandemic combined with confusion has caused a lot of voters to simply check out. I could care less, said one guy at the gas station on 51st. I really ain't been checking for it. I got other problems. I'm trying to keep my job. I don't have time to worry about giving somebody a new job. All right. And it goes on to say, a guy who likes to stir up things had this observation. The Black elected officials you see with Vallas all face some sort of challenge by the CTU, who either ran candidates against them or threatened their money in some kind of way, he said. I know for a fact that there are people who have endorsed Johnson publicly, but behind the scenes, they are working with Vallas in secret to keep him out of office. Look at that. Some feel like the union has gotten too big and overstepping. What's next? The governor's race? They're going to go after Dick Durbin. They can control everything in Chicago after this mayoral election, and they will. If you oppose them, will they take down the House Speaker, Chris Welch? Nobody likes to have a threat hanging over their heads. Them politicians got something to lose, but the CTU don't, because they are privately grouped. Only teachers can hold them accountable, and that ain't going to happen as long as they keep them teachers going after the school board. Them people are so young enough that they'll be running the CTU for a long time, and some of them cats downtown have expiration dates. Now, there's another article. It said the Department of Negroes Affairs, possibly Mayor Paul Vallas has vowed that when he takes control of the city hall, he will create a Black office and staff it with Jamal Green and other individuals who probably backed his mayoral campaign. Green dutifully and happily took video and pictures of himself eating fried chicken with Vallas, who has worked with Chicago Black long enough to know that you can't basically tell them anything when running for office and they will believe it. One Chatterbox reader pointed out that other Vallas endorsers, including at least one person who supposedly is an undercover police informant who pretends to be an activist, and another anti-violence person said a group of preachers have already divided up who will be getting the city's faith-based contracts and additional vacant lots. If he's elected, still another group of endorsers have been allegedly promised $100 million in anti-violence contracts and much more for after-school programs like summer basketball if they do what they do to make Vallas mayor. Snitches get snitches. No, it said snitches who got stitches claims that at least one automatic supporter has been promised a weed dispensary and others contract for their support. I read it, people. I'm going to read it again. All right. All right, people. Whew. Ain't that something? Did you hear that, Monique?
Fraud.
I did.
What do you think?
I'm not surprised.
So all these guys, everybody's looking for something, not for the black race, but for themselves or for their organization.
Yep.
That's American greed all day long.
Yeah.
That's American greed.
People. So wow. That's deep, people.
God has the final say so.
Yeah. That is deep, people. Yeah.
I'm just being honest, right? All of them are a bunch of suckers. All of them. Every last one of them. J. Maul, Dallas, all of you are. You're going to see hell. And when you see it, you're going to really meet your maker. And your maker going to see you right there because he don't know you. If any of you all get involved with that mess, I don't have no respect for you, including a lot of the people that's in automatic positions. Do it. I will ride on your tail for the rest of your life. I will condemn you for the rest of your life because the Bible authorities are giving you authority to do it. You preachers that was there, if you're part of that mess, you get out your church. Let me find out, because I'm going to send out the word. Let me find out if I catch any of you preachers in this mess with this foolishness, as they were saying in the paper. I'm coming after you. You got to worry about my bitch, but nobody else. I'm coming after you. I'm going to come to your church. I'm going to sit outside your church. I'm going to talk about your end. I'm going to hurt your feelings with the word. Because many of this, when you get involved like this, now you want to play a dangerous game. How in the world can Brandon Johnson bring so much attention to people and he's just a common guy, although he is a county commissioner? They didn't do this mess when Jerry Iceman Butler was in office. They didn't do this mess when Roland Burns was in office. Now all of a sudden, here you go. Now you got all these snitches and all these little cowards, these little punks. Oh yeah, I'm calling them what they are. They punks. And Martin, as you said, they don't care about it. Ain't for black people. It's for them. How much are the people in the window? And you're setting a bad example for these young people. You're setting the wrong example. But God gonna get you. He gonna get you.
So people, I read it. I didn't write that. And you want to know where I got it from? I got it from the Crusader newspaper, the March 25th edition. So you'll know. I didn't make this up. So they saying Paul Vallas, he got an informant, an activist. He is a police informant working in his camp. All right. They saying that Johnson, some of those men that's publicly backing you, they are working for Vallas in secret. So Johnson, you got to be careful, brother. You got to be careful. I tell you. And listen, I'm telling you, people. This is real. This is unbelievable.
Don't make no sense.
This don't make no sense. Somebody gave me that newspaper today, and I was like, man, this is, I read it. I was like, man, it's crazy. This is what, listen, people, that's why Inglewood looked the way Inglewood looked, and Roseland and Woodlawn and all these different Northland. It's because of these aldermen and these preachers. I'm just going to tell it. I don't care if they don't. And these politicians, they don't care about the black community. All they care about is their influence with white people.
That's it.
That's all they care. I'm telling you. A lot of these people that's publicly endorsing Brandon, they playing both sides. I'm telling you, they snakes.
Yep.
They snakes. And that's why Brandon ain't talking long with some of these people. They won't have a 2 or 3 hour long meeting with Brandon. He ain't gonna give them that long. I don't blame him. I'm telling you, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
That's right.
I've been getting a lot of complaints. Well, Brandon don't talk to us too long. What, you trying to ask for something? Yeah, listen, it's so much going on. At least I can say this, to my knowledge, Brandon out here are promising everybody everything, like Paul Vallas. He doing anything. Now, we know why a certain group of people are anti-violence, 100 million. Now, who are the people out here with anti-violence? Y'all know these programs. Y'all know who they are. Y'all know who they are. That's why they supporting Paul Vallas.
Martin,
Yeah.
this is what Paul Vallas said. He said that Kim Foxx was doing a horrible job by letting these repeat offenders of petty crimes out of jail. These young boys, that if they do anything illegal, Paul Vallas will not have their back. He pretty much said that publicly. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I tell you, all right, Paul, you better get some of them. Better get some of them protesters working with your camp. They're passing your signs out here harassing people. Your name tied to them.
Yeah.
People, this is real. I'm telling you, this is real. Everybody is watching this race. You got, let me make an announcement. I don't know if I should make an announcement, but you listen, you got politicians that's coming into town tomorrow. That's going to support Brandon Johnson. And, I don't know if I should make an announcement, but I think I might go out and make it anyway. So, and let me just say this, people.
Tell it.
Tell it. Okay, tell it. I'm going to tell it. All right. Faith leaders aim to double voters turnout for mayoral runoff election. Sharpton to visit Chicago for the Get Out the Vote rally. So Al Sharpton will be here tomorrow. He will be right at the New Pilgrim MB Church, 4301 West Washington Boulevard. Friday, March the 24th at 10 a.m. So it's going to be a great turnout tomorrow. So if you're on the West Side, hey, that's where you're going to be. That's where you should be. So it's going to be a shame. And I'm hearing that Bernie Sanders is coming in town too as well. That's what I'm hearing. I think he's supposed to be coming to one of the college campus or something. So it's a lot going on, people. The whole world is watching this election. Young black men, don't let them few dollars get you confused now. And remember, like when I read in that thing, I want to piggyback on something I read. Let me take the glasses off. He talked about two types of Negroes. He said you have the established Negroes and you have the community Negroes. Yeah. So the established Negroes is going to go with the status quo. They're going to go what's going on right now with the machine, what's been going on. They're going to ride with the system.
Right.
That's what he's saying. But the community Negroes is going to back that black man. It's going to back him.
Yeah.
That's what the writer said. Monique, you quiet. Let me hear from you.
I am. I'm just trying to get it together over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Illinois is known for this. We are known for corruption. The sad part about it is that the entire nation is watching this race, and they know the importance of this race. And then we talk about, and I'm not ashamed to say, we talk about race first, and we don't get an opportunity to do certain things. And then when we do, then we flip the script, and we're easily bought. I'm just tired of us being on a clearance rack. $5,000 is not a lot of money, especially if you have responsibilities. Now, for those young kids, it's still not a lot of money for those young kids, because you remember a couple of years ago, they were walking around with $800 belts and $1,000 jeans. So that's not a lot of money for them. So I can't say enough. American greed. This is what we do. This is what we do. And then when we give these little boys that little money, and then once the money is gone, now they got to carjack us and they got to turn to the life of crime because they need that fast money. And I just say shame on whoever's involved. And I already know who involved because my nephew's friends told us. They called out names. And I wasn't surprised. Wasn't surprised, wasn't disappointed.
So what they're doing, they're out here recruiting young men to go out here to pull up signs, intimidate Brandon Johnson people. That's what they're paying young men out here to do. These are the same ones that's getting on his live telling people, if you don't vote for Paul Vallas, you're going to have people out here carjacking you, knocking you upside your head. This is the same person telling people that in his live. But you promoting young people go out here to do things. And you only pushing for Paul Vallas so you can get this anti-violence money, $100 million. That's just a promise. $100 million. Come on, people. Come on, people. Yeah, come on, people. This is real.
So
Go
when
ahead.
they get that contract for $100 million, then what do they do with the kids and the young adults that they're recruiting into the world of crime? So do they invite them into their program? You're a hypocrite when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hypocrite. I'm going to turn you into a criminal. Then I'm going to get paid for a program, and then I'm going to put you in my program.
But see, and listen to this.
You hypocrite.
I know who controlling the money. I know who dealing with the ground troops. We already know who dealing with the ground troops. They've been calling my alive and trying to get in my live yesterday. They couldn't. They ain't called back today. They tried, but it ain't work. It's not working. It's not working. Trying to sabotage my live. You can say whatever you want on your page, but you're not gonna come on here and say whatever you want on my page. You're not gonna do that. I tell you. So these people, black people, listen, these people out here breaking windows and all that, y'all better not believe in these folks. It's a show. It's a game that's going on. I'm telling you. It's a game. Y'all been fooled, bamboozled, whatever you want to call it. I'm telling you, it's gonna get dirty, people. It's getting dirty right now. Tell you, it ain't nothing about, that's right. When you hear these black people talking about it's not about race, yeah, you're right. It's about you getting some money in your pocket or getting a position. That's what it's about. Because you're trying to cast race out of your mind. But that's why a majority of white people voted for Paul Vallas if it wasn't about race. Come on now, somebody talk to me. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. $100 million in violence protection. Come on now. You trying to listen. This man, Paul Vallas, is trying to get this by hook or crook. I'm telling you, by hook or crook. Listen, this man had, now I don't know how true this is, but this is what I heard. I heard he had Gary McCarthy and Anita Alvarez at his, when he won for the runoff. Now, I don't know how true that is. So I don't want to lie on nobody. I want to tell the truth and shame the devil. You're not going to bring that old daily machine here. It's being dismantled. That's what's happening. People are tired. It didn't work for black people. It only worked for a few established Negroes. And the community Negroes was left out. It's not going to happen no more. We're not going to let one or two of y'all eat and the rest of us starve back here. That money never trickled down in these programs. I'm telling you, he can't wait to try to sick the police on him. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Martin, wouldn't it be more beneficial to invest in trade schools instead of these violent prevention programs?
Yes. But see, the thing is, listen to this. They don't want the Negro working. They want the Negro shooting and killing. As long as the shooting and killing is downtown, not downtown, in these black areas, in these certain zip codes, they cool with that. And you're right. They listen, they want to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Come on, we need some trade schools, not only some jobs to be created. Trust me. You know that money ain't going to...
In high school, we had shop classes. We had wood shop. We had metal. We had those cosmetology. We had those classes in the high school where they would help you. So a lot of them didn't go to college. They pulled them out. Because remember, it used to be shop class. Mm-hmm. We had shop class in high school. It would be productive. But this other little black crew that he called himself, I call it the New Genius U crew, he's sitting up there, I'm going to make a black office. To do what? Because see, he going to hurt Jamal, whatever boy name. He going to hurt him. Because Jamal is stupid. He have no clue.
Mm.
So
Well,
it would be profitable to put the stop classes back in there.
and I'm gonna tell you, plumbing, electricity is never gonna go out of style as long as you building houses and carpentry. So those three trades is
That's right.
that ain't gonna never mechanic. We gonna always need mechanics, auto mechanics. You gonna
HVAC.
always need that. You gonna always need that.
Yep, exactly.
HVAC.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Mhm.
That's right. That's right. You're gonna always need that. So people.
My son going to school for architect. He's going to school for architect, but his father owns a construction company and teaching him the basics of how to build houses. See, it's the skill. As you say, Martin, you're going to always need business offices. You're going to need hospitals. So who builds them? It's called masonry, bricklayer, masonry work. Those are programs that are very much needed in our communities, in schools. Put them back in high school. That's right.
Yeah. Real talk. So you're right. Yeah. And that's why he was talking about he wanted to bring the old cops back. He trying to bring that old deadly regime back. And I know what he tried to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old tired grumpy man.
Right. Yeah. And see, they're going back to the old dirty politics. So it's like it's a war. It's a war between dirty, what he say? He said established Negroes and community Negroes. So all established Negroes, they going with Paul Vallis. And all the community Negroes, they're going with Brandon Johnson.
Malcolm X said that, the house Negro and the field Negro.
Yeah.
That's right. He said the house Negro in the field. That's what he said. And Vallis is out here for murder. He needs to be thrown in jail. He needs to be.
Yeah.
And people that you're robbing them. He be thrown in jail.
I got another caller, ladies and ladies. Hey, caller 3470, where you calling from? Hey, caller. Chicago, okay. All right. What you
James
got?
Poole.
James
Yes,
Poole. What's
it
up,
is.
James? What's up?
You know what? What's up? Hey, everyone. You know what? A lot of these violent prevention programs are jokes. You don't see them till after the fact. They have no guidance, none whatsoever. Someone needs to oversee their programs. The programs will work if they oversee them. For one thing, we shouldn't even have safe passage workers. That's work that they should be doing.
That makes sense.
Not only that, they should be in the parks. They should be around the schools every day. I know a lot of these programs, what they did was they paid everybody money. These guys ran around in $70,000 and $80,000 vehicles. They didn't have a cent. You know, so the programs need an overhaul. It needs to be changed. Someone needs to oversee it. And this is the way I think it should go. If you're getting a grant in an area, if your area don't meet the criteria the next time a grant come up, if the crime is rising or whatever, guess what? You don't qualify for the grant next year. We need to start holding these organizations accountable for the money. Once we hold them accountable for the money, you'll know who's doing what. So that's all I have to say, people. Everyone have a good night and stay safe out there.
Thank you. Thank you. We got another caller. We got another caller, 0123. Come on, truck driver. All right. He hung up. Okay. He hung up. All right. I had another caller, but he hung up. All right. All right. Well, let's see. All right. I had another caller. So people, my point is, this is my point. This is my point. It's a lot of fraud going on. It's a lot of people hating on each other. Hating on each other. Hating on each other in both camps. You know? So now I understand why people went with violence. Now I understand why people supporting up. I see now. I see now. It makes sense now. Right. It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Monique, what you think about that?
Martin, I'm more or less concerned about the young folks. I just don't want them to get discouraged. And I just don't want them to fight amongst themselves, because that's what the older generation, that's what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want us to have that type of impact on them, because then what they see, and then once we come back around, circle back around, if they do something that we have to talk to them about, they're not going to listen.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to listen. And I just don't want the young generation to sell their souls to the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want them to do that, because that money is going to dry up.
It's
the
going
people
to dry.
that's used to getting the money going to take the money, and they're not going to benefit from that money. But they won't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Follow the money, people. Follow the money. And most of these established politicians, that's what they're doing. They're following the money. That's what they're doing. They're going with the money. The man out here making big promises, boy. Paul Vallis out here making big promises. He's making big promises. Man, this is real, people. Big promises.
Well, he's making promises to the same people.
Mm-hmm.
The same people.
Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah. That's right.
It's sad.
I'm sorry, people. Those of you that's trying to call in and it's asking for a PIN number, I'm sorry right now. We have so many trolls that are getting on here calling back to back, so I had to lock it down until further notice. I just want to make sure there's nothing personal against my callers or anything like that, but I don't know who's who, and so I don't want the PIN number to get out. If it get out, I got to reset the PIN again, which ain't no problem. It just, that's how it is, people. You know, people calling this line trying to sabotage what we trying to do here. We bringing information. So they can't call in now unless they are invited by me personally. All right. So thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. No disrespect to nobody. Appreciate your calls right now. But we're not taking no callers unless I know you personally. You know, we don't know who's who. And I'm not, you know, I can't allow people to come on here, threaten me and cuss and play loud music and echo. You can't hear nothing like that. So I stopped that. Stop it. So it's so much peaceful now. You know, I tried to, you know, make it a platform where we all can come on and talk and express our feelings. But some folks on here, they just can't be trusted. Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And I want to say something too. No, I did not vote for Lori Lightfoot. I voted for Brandon Johnson in the primary. I want to let people know that. I had three choices that it was either Jamal Green, Willie Wilson, or Brandon Johnson. I went with Brandon Johnson. Letting you know that.
Me too.
I'm just being honest with you. Just me. Just me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I sent you the PIN number, man. Check your text. Your text number, man. Check your text. Look at your text, and you can come in. 1, 2, 3. I got another call at 7708. 1, 2, 3. Check your text, man. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, caller. 1, 2, 3.
All right,
708. How you doing? What you got?
How we doing there?
Good.
I was just calling in, you know, listening to the conversation. And, you know, something that just made sense. It just hit home. You know, I wonder why they be raising so much money before they can run. You know, a lot of times they say politicians, they play the money game. You run out of money, you just can't run. And now it's all making sense after you reading that article. They need money to bribe people to pay this person off, to send these guys off. Like, That's what the money going for. And if your money run out, you can't pull all these little schemes and all the other stuff that they doing. It's like it's a circus, and it's not just this election. It's been going on. It's just that we get exposed to it the more we begin to participate in this whole process. A lot of people are just beginning to get exposed to it, but this stuff been going on. But it's like that's what y'all raised the money for, to play games like this. We're not trying to elect the one that's resorting to these type of means just to get elected. You sending these young men off, and like they were saying earlier, you ain't got no type of jobs for them at all. You know what I mean? You ain't got no type of promise to help these young men that you're sending off. You essentially graduating them to the prison system.
Yeah.
So they don't have a job for them, and they ain't gonna pay them for the job.
Then these are the same people. These are the same people that want these violence prevention funds, and you sending the young people off. And then on your live talking about if you don't vote for Paul Violence, you're gonna you'll get carjacked, knocked upside the head. But you sending these same young people that's probably involved in that on other people. The same Paul Violence people went inside Operation Push last week and caused disturbance. They went inside Operation Push last week. Not the Brandon Johnson camp, Paul Violence camp. Young folks, older people, gang banging. So hook or crook. Come on now. Paul, you working with I thought the police endorsed you. You working with the thugs too, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I see how you getting down now.
Well, one thing I want to mention about I want to just say something about these violence prevention programs, which on paper they seem to want to do well, but a lot of times they got ex-offenders, which I can agree with them getting a second, third, fourth opportunity, but a lot of them are not trained to handle a lot of this. I think they put people that are relatable in these positions, but they don't have the skills necessary to take on these challenges these kids face, because the people that they hire are going through things still themselves. Yeah, they may not be going back and forth to jail no more, but it's still a lot of recovery that those people are going through. And so they put these people in there thinking that they can speak the language of the kids. But a lot of these programs are very kind of short-term. And one thing from my experience I've learned is that there's so much effort on the front end just to get the kids in, and then the kids say, okay, I'm here, now what? And there's not a plan for the now what. Okay, you done got me here, I done got a few of my guys here, what y'all got for me? And it don't be nothing long-term for them. So it's not like the kids don't be going to these type of services and after-school programs, but I need some concrete. I need some long-term to get me up off these streets. And these programs, like I said, it's so much effort on the front end, because they don't even think that the kids gonna even show up. That they just don't have a plan for them once they bring them in. And that's where a lot of them fail. It's just too much front end support. And you can't retain nobody. If you can't give them none, you can't retain these kids. And so they need to work on the participant retention. You know what I mean? Some type of workshop, some type of skills building, something concrete, which none of these, a lot of violence prevention programs have, I don't think. I don't think they have programs where they can teach these kids some skills within 18 months they graduate and then they own an actual skill or a trade. None of that is going on. You know, so if they had that, I think you could literally and successfully bring these kids off the street, say, look, this is the track right here. 12 months, I got you. You're going to be driving a truck. 18 months, you might be able to own your own truck. Show me something, show me a successful, you know what I'm saying, successful graduation. And okay, dude was here, he was off the block, he got his own 18-wheeler right now. He drives for Coca-Cola. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that this program work. Then I'm finna bring all my guys. And they just don't get that.
All right. I got a caller, 0123. Go ahead, my brother. 0123.
How you doing, Martin?
Hey, don't get that number out, brother. You know what that number is? Yeah, I can hear you. Don't get that number out that I gave you. You know the number?
I ain't.
Okay.
I don't even do that, bro.
Okay. Go ahead, bro. Cause that's
I appreciate you though.
That's
But I was listening to you and go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I want you to talk. Go ahead.
Really, I was just calling in when I heard you say about how much money that they were offering Jamal Green and all those other activists, man. You know, that's ridiculous, man. You know, like, and you said it though when you found out that he was endorsing Paul Vallas. You said it at the beginning that it had to be a nice number involved in it, man. And it's just like us black folks, a lot of them you can buy them off. You know, they're not going for the greater God. They got a number behind it. So I just hope it all works out. I'm voting for Brandon Johnson though.
Appreciate you. I mean, if you wasn't, you still cool with me. But my thing is too, them guys, man, and also if you heard me, is somebody that's an activist that's working in Paul Vallas' camp is a police informant. That's good to know. And I know like at least 3 or 4 activists working in his camp. That's an informant. Well, I don't know if they're informant, but I know. So now I know who to not talk to, know who to listen to, and just watch them. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So
Red face, smiling face, tell lies. Don't tell the truth.
But what they gonna do when Paul Vallas lose? Because Paul Vallas got a lot of rich, rich Republicans backing him with money, and they want to return on their money. They want to return. Yeah, they want to return on their money.
That's like a pimp with a house.
Yeah. And listen, who want to say this? Listen, the Crusader newspaper, March 25th edition, page 7. I want to let y'all know this is where I'm getting this information from. Now, if you want to sue somebody, sue them. That's what they said. So I didn't write the article. So it's crazy, people. This is real. They said Paul Vallas have a plan for ex-offenders.
And like you said earlier.
Go ahead.
You don't have no plan for the ex-offenders.
No, they said Paul Vallas have a plan for ex-offenders.
No, he got no plan.
No, I know you don't have no plan.
A makeshift idea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A makeshift idea where he could think, because he one thing about it, that little young man that want to be a pop rock star, he don't know. Paul Vallas is prostituting his little behind to be able to get what he wants. But at the end, he gonna spit him out. He ain't gonna have no power to do anything to fight Paul Vallas, because once he knock him out, that's gonna be it. So I don't care how many hell's chickens he eat. I don't care if he go to Baskin and Robbins in the black neighborhood. I don't care. All of this stuff here, as I know for a fact, and I think the other night, God has Brandon Johnson, and that's the one everybody gonna have to answer to, because if you touch Brandon Johnson, you will reap what you sow. Leave Brandon Johnson alone. You don't want to vote for him, that's your business. Go on. Simple as that. But young men and young women.
Okay, first of all,
let me say that you're doing something.
Let me say something, Dr. Sanders. How does Paul Vallas got a plan for ex-offenders and he want the police to bust our heads? Young black men frisking and all that. Come on now. That don't make sense. That don't make no sense. You got no plan. Lying, all lies.
No.
That's all lies. That's all lies.
But you want to hunt everybody down like dogs and throw them in jail.
Right. Come on.
He's contradicting himself. His whole thoughts are confusing.
For real.
Yeah. His whole thoughts are confusing.
That's right. Right.
So that is, he's just talking a whole lot of gibberish.
Listen, I want to say something too. I want to say this. When Brandon Johnson becomes the mayor, he becomes the mayor over gay people, immigrants, straight police, firemen, everybody, not just one person, section of people, white people, all people.
That's right.
He will become the mayor of all people. So don't forget that. Gay people ain't going nowhere. Trans people ain't going nowhere. White people ain't going nowhere. Black people ain't going nowhere. Immigrants ain't going nowhere. Nobody's going nowhere at the end of the day.
Nope.
And criminals ain't going nowhere either. Because they're going to be here.
Nah, they ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody, don't believe no politician when they tell you they're going to stop crime. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, they ain't.
Yeah.
Jail, a lot of people that's not coming out. And once they in their county on 26th Street, and a lot of them get transferred downstate 2 or 3 or 4 hours out of Chicago, for what? He ain't gonna do nothing. He just playing a game. He's using a lot of these people for yo-yo.
Mm-hmm.
All he gonna do is get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
Right after whatever, when it's all said, he's not gonna think nothing about you. He's not gonna put none of y'all, especially you all young people that are working for him, putting his signs up and all that. Leave Brandon Johnson stuff alone.
Yeah.
Because you get caught up in some.
And guess what? You ain't got but another week or 2 weeks left, and that's it. That's it over with then. Now what? You back on the block now? Old boy that been paying you.
So,
Old boy been paying you. He ain't gonna ask your phone call. He ain't gonna have no work for you. Because guess what? That money he got, he keeping that to himself.
And he ain't giving you no office in City Hall either.
Yeah.
Smile and faces tell lies.
Yeah. That man,
they don't tell the truth.
Somebody gonna be left out of something. That man promised preachers vacant lots and everything, property and everything. He telling me everybody what they want to hear. Yeah. Hey, I heard. Listen, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he had mentioned it to me that Paul Vallis want to at least hire at least 30% of black people for black people. I said, yeah, you know where he got that from? He got that from that contract, Chicago black contract. That's where he got that from. He told you that because it sound good. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Sure won't.
See, a politician is going to tell you what you want to hear. He know what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Trust me. Only people that Paul Vallis probably going to look out for are those established Negroes. Them politicians.
That's right.
That's the ones he gonna look out for.
Yep, they got money.
They got money. Y'all low-level people. What do you call it? What do you call it? The community Negroes?
Public expo.
No, you ain't got nothing coming.
$18 an hour, nope. That's the truth.
12 more days. 12 more days, people.
12 more days.
I'm just telling y'all the truth. I know some of y'all don't like the way I'm talking, but I got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
And that's what we got to do on here.
Shame the devil.
That's what we got to do.
Right.
I'm going with the God-fearing man. That's who I'm going with. I'm going with the black man. That's who I'm going with. And if I had to bet, and if I put both of their records side by side, I'll still go with Brandon Johnson because he got a track record of no failures. Right. This man have a track record everywhere he's been. He's been a failure. Nowhere he's been a success. It's complaints. Nope. Yeah.
That's all it's been.
It's all it's been. And some of you guys think because it's whitey is righty. That's not always the case, people. And why is it, you know what? Why is it they tell us, Dr. Sanders, quit voting because the person is white? No, you want us to not vote for a black man because you got an agenda. Now we already know that Paul Vallis promised Jamal Green something, Willie Wilson some, the preachers something. These thugs is out here, these ex-convicts. You promised them $100 million in contracts and all that. Come on, people. Come on now. Come on now.
Narcissistic.
Yeah. Man, come on now.
And see, every time, and you know doggone well, Martin, he is not going to open up the floodgates for none of these people that are following behind him like lost puppies. It's sickening how you trade your own people in for a man that don't even believe in you as an individual person, being African American. Yes, he don't care about you. He don't care. The man don't even live in Chicago. But he don't tell you what he gonna promise. Why do somebody like Paul Vallis got to do the dumb stuff in order to get all this attention? When Brandon ate his behind up last night, he was offended by that. Brandon hurt that little man's ego because he told him the truth. If you all watched the debate last night, Brandon did not take his eyeballs off the camera. He did not drop his head. He sat professionally on the platform and told him, no, this is what you say, but I know what you've done. See, he came directly at him. He didn't throw off on him and tell him how stupid he was. He did it in his words of professional, relational, with letting them know. And Paul Vallas blinking. I'm like, you can't even hold your head up. You got to rub your head. You ain't really, because you know this black man ain't playing with you. So now you think I'm going to get a bunch of dum-dums to do some dirty work for me. I'm going to get him a little few dollars. Y'all would have paid him $5,000. Listen, some folks got that back in income tax return. Come on now, really.
Right.
So my thing is that once everything is said and done, what are you going? You cannot call Mr. Vallas. All of those campaign numbers going to be disconnected. You will not have no access to emails. They're going to block all them emails. You know this well, Mark. You know how they do. And you will not be able to get in contact with it. Then when you go right down to City Hall, well, I was with Mr. Vallas, and they're going to say, who? Oh, he doesn't know you. Oh, well, you have to schedule an appointment. Oh, he will not be. See, he going to blow you off. Then your little pride going to be hurt.
Okay, Dr. Sanders, I need you to hold on for a minute. I need to change my phone over real quick. Y'all just hold on. If I go silent, just hold on. Switch his phone on because the battery going low. I want to hold on. Hold on for a minute. Switch his phone over. Live, uncut, unedited, people. All right, can y'all hear me, Dr. Sanders?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, back. Okay, I had to charge the phone because I didn't want to go dead on you guys. Okay, we're good now. I had to go, yeah. So I'm thinking, so that's what this thing about the CTU. They don't want them to get too much power over them because they see what they're doing to the mayor race.
They don't.
That's what that is. Okay. That's what that is. That's what it is. I've never seen so many black people hate on another black man. It just for no cause, for no reason. No reason. No reason. No reason.
Hey, Martin, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
What was Paul Vallas doing? Because I hadn't heard from him since I was in high school. So what was he doing before he put his bid in to be mayor?
He probably
what was he doing in the city?
Nothing. He don't even live in the city. He live in Palos Heights.
So how is it? How is it that it was almost like he was selected by somebody to say, you got a name, you got that face card, let's throw you in there, because he had absolutely no business. I could see if for the last 3-4 years, he's been back in the city, he getting his name back familiarized with the people. We ain't seen dude. So it's very peculiar how he even is in this position.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing. Let me just say this. Go ahead, Dr. Sanders. Go ahead.
Didn't you hear him last night, brother? He gave you a quick synopsis of the way he had been for a long time. Was it down in Connecticut? That stuff. Mind you, I got the thing up there of his track, but he hadn't been in Chicago in years.
Okay.
So he had some people to back him up to run to become there.
Okay, I'm finna put on where he been in the last 4 years on the screen. I'm finna put it up on the screen so y'all can see it. Let me make sure I can make it big enough so we can see it. And it's gonna show you where he been at for the last 4 years. And I hope you guys can see it on my screen. Okay, it's up there. They got him from 1995 to 2001 to 2013. So we haven't heard from him since 2013. So he was fired in Connecticut. He was fired in New Orleans. He was fired in Philadelphia, and he was fired in Chicago. 4 places. And we want somebody like that to run our city. Now let that have been a Brandon Johnson. Let that have been Brandon Johnson record, man. It wouldn't even be no discussion. It wouldn't even be no discussion right now.
Nope.
It wouldn't be a discussion.
I couldn't even get a job at Target with that track record.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even hire me at Target.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no discussion. Wouldn't be a discussion. Look at this history, people. Look at Paul. It's right on the screen. Look, people. It's right on the screen. His labor history. And that's not a good report. And you ought to hear him at the debates. He'd be breaking. I did this. I built these 2 schools. I'm like, is this man lying? Is this the same? Listen.
Yep.
Listen, I'm telling you. Listen. See, I'm going to be honest with you, Dr. Sanders. This is what it's about. Who's going to control the black people? That's what it's all about. The crime is getting out of hand, the carjacking downtown. Who's going to get this? That's what's all what it's about. Listen, they don't care. They willing to take a risk on a Republican. They say he's a Democrat, but they know in heart he's a Republican. Long as he white, look like them, we need somebody to crack the whip on these black people. That's all what they're saying. That's all what they're saying. We don't care about the budget, the city budget. We need to know, get a hold on this crime. And the same people that talk about the crime, you're the ones that put the guns in the neighborhood and the drugs and starting the chaos. Paul Violence Camp running inside Operation Push, starting trouble. His people starting trouble. Come on now. You really did it when you did that to Push, because you know you weren't going to get their backing after that. You did it. You blew it there. Push could have played a neutral role. Did it.
Yep.
For all you get along, go along politicians, we got your name too. Matter of fact, let me see some of them. Let's call their name out. I'm going to call their name out. I ain't playing with these people. Shoot. Let me go back on my page and get it.
Come on.
I ain't playing with them. It's on my page too. Let me get it. Hold on. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring it up. And I'm telling you, this, I ain't playing with them. So I know what y'all trying to do to our people. Crazy, trying to hurt our people. Trying to hurt our people. We ain't gonna let that happen.
Them like yo.
Huh?
Use them like yo-yo.
Yeah, oh, here, this is what I'm looking for right here. Right here. Let me go back to the screen. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right there. I can make this a little bigger. All right. Now y'all see them little politicians on there? Let me see. I'm gonna make where y'all can see them on there. Yeah, see these little politicians. You got Dr. Willie Wilson. Let me make sure bring it up a little big. I can see it. Dr. Willie Wilson, established Negro. Dr. Joyce, established Negro. Jesse White, established Negro. Michelle Harris, established Negro. Rod Sawyer, established Negro. Derek Curtis, established Negro. Was that Emma Mitz? I think I can't see. Let me see. Make sure pull it up so I can see it correctly. Mitz, yeah. Walter Burnett, established Negro. Anthony Beal, established Negro. Greg Mitchell, established Negro. And I'm surprised at David Moore, established Negro. That's terrible, people. See, what this is what you call machine politics right here. They want to keep it in. That's what, keep that old establishment so they can keep feeding. They don't care nothing about no black people. Now, I remember David Moore used to be on fire, man. When he got in office, man, it's like he just cooled off. He cooled off. I don't know what happened. I remember he used to be at the radio station, at the Harold Davis Butt Naked Truth radio station. You know, man. It's on the flyer. I mean, it just, these Negroes, they listen.
Oh, he got.
What you said, Doc?
Anthony Beal got that Anthony Beal got that big contract to build that state-of-the-art Chicago Park District out there in Pullman.
Oh, yeah. He's responsible for a lot. On that side of Pullman, though, he don't do nothing on the other side. Now, he got a lot done,
No, he don't.
Yeah, he got a lot done on the other side. He don't do nothing for the other side. Now on that other side, where there's a historic building there and all that, he'd look out for that side. That's a beautiful area, developing, and man, you wouldn't know it. I'm telling you, man.
That's right. My sister like
Yeah.
over there.
So y'all see all these aldermen. Don't forget them. Keep their pictures up so we can remember who they are. You see them. They don't care nothing about black race. They trying to keep the old regime in. The same get along, go along thing. That's what it is. That's it. That's it. I tell you. And that's why a lot of these aldermen, they quit because they was under indictment. I'm telling you. And you know, each one of them that's on this flyer, Paul Vallis promised something to. Come on now. Each one of them names that I said, they didn't just do it because they thought Paul was the best candidate, but it was something in it for them too. Not for the people, but for them. And you know what they say? You know what they say? Okay, you know what they say? Well, black people, stop getting emotional. It's not about race. Yes, it is. It's about your pocket. That's what it's about.
It is all about.
That's right. It's about your pocket. That's what we know what it's about. Yes. Go ahead.
It got to be with Emma Miss over there. Her office over there off North Avenue. She out west. She should definitely be going for Brandon Johnson. So I don't know what's wrong with her. She got it. She had to been paid off. I was surprised to see her name on there.
Yeah.
I know that person personally.
So I mean, it's real, people. Y'all see, man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, man. It's man, listen. It's people. That's why we have to call these people names out. Quit saying him. Call their names out. Their names need to be called out. This is an emergency, people. If we lose this race, we in trouble. It's gonna be like a war against the police. We know the police gonna come down hard on black and brown boys. Y'all know that. They're gonna think it's free game. They gonna hunt them down, take the handcuffs. Hold on. What they say? Take the handcuffs off the police so they can chase these criminals and hunt them down like a rabbit. Come on, people. Come on now. This is crazy. Man, listen, they know it's about race. They know what it's about. Listen, y'all Negroes gonna be disappointed. You Negroes on the wrong side of history. And I hope y'all go down in the history books that you did not support Brandon Johnson. Hope somebody write a book with all y'all names in there. I hope so. Yeah. Talking about. Yeah, and real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to war on our black boys. Somebody's put something up here. Let's see what they say. Hold on, let me see what it says. Greg Mitchell is a sellout. As soon as he got in office, he wouldn't help anyone. Martin G, crime chaser, but certainly he made rounds to the melanated biz. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. This was a statement on I was looking for. All right, here. I think this is the one. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, because it's, you know what, people? This is what I was looking for. All right. It says, my wife saw Anthony Beale at Walmart on 111 yesterday. She told him it was a shame he wasn't endorsing, that he was endorsing Paul Vallis. He said, she just don't understand. Ain't that what they all say? That's what they all say. Yeah, don't understand. Come on, brother. Come on now, brother. What they got on here for Greg Mitchell? Okay.
Sad though.
It's sad, people. It's sad. All right, Dr. Sanders, we get ready to close out. We got, I'll start with you. You take 4-5 minutes, whatever, and we're going down this. This will be it. It's a beautiful live today. No interruptions.
My heart.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My heart is for these young people and these young adults that think you really know what's going on. You actually don't. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Understand that this city will be a very difficult city to reside in. You think people that moved out of Chicago to Florida or Mississippi or Arkansas or Texas or Tennessee, you don't really be trying to move out of the whole country. Paul Vallas is a racist. He does not care. He has no love in his heart. Let it be fact, proof of what he is about. Don't fight or divide yourself among your own for a man that can care less whether you live or die. That can later on stop you at the stoplight and have you locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Think about it. Don't fall out with your people that you've been friends with for years over some man that don't care nothing about God.
Mm-hmm.
You have a young man, a grown man that has put God first in everything that he's done. He's staying focused. He's not being slave to the side. He is meaningful and purpose for this city. Now, people say you want a God-fearing man. Here's your opportunity. Just watch his actions. Because Brandon has not done none of the crap that Raw Vallas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's real talk.
Okay. All right. Next call is 7708.
All right. Just piggybacking off of Dr. Sanders, this is an opportunity. And people who was raised in the church, grew up in the church, can tell a God-fearing man, this ain't no act. This man is really cut from that. And we never had nobody hold office like that. You know, this is a true opportunity. And one thing I want to say to all people, but especially Black people, if Paul Vallas gets elected, you better have a plan, because they got a plan for you. And if Brandon Johnson, hopefully he will win, don't just wait for him to bail you out and hold your hand. You still have a plan regardless. Don't expect him to be your savior. Have a plan. But the real opportunity, I think, is he is so approachable. We got someone like Martin. Martin had Brandon on the platform several times. He done sat down with him. So if I could touch Martin, I could touch Brandon. You're not going to have no sit-down meeting with Paul Vallas. I can guarantee you that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to be able to get close to the people that's close to him. I know if I talk to Martin, he could talk to Brandon, and I really feel like that could affect some change. I really feel like if I have a message, it'll get directly to him. I'm not going to be able to get within 300 yards of Paul Vallas. This is not a man you can sit down with and talk sensible with. He's just not. He's not going to want to be bothered with you. And it's just something to think about. This is our brother. You see what I'm saying? And so we got to keep that in mind. It's a real opportunity, because you ain't going to be able to even get close. He ain't going to invite you to the table. And even if you bid, you're not going to be able to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. I'm going to have the last comment. Go ahead. You the last caller. 1, 2, 3.
Basically, I just want to say that just make sure you evaluate your vote. With all the good things that's being said about Brandon Johnson on here, even if you feel like you don't want to take Martin's word or the other caller's word, just reevaluate the candidate on who you want to vote for, and just make sure you get your best buck for your dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody knows Brandon Johnson is the best candidate, but sometimes you gotta do a lot more research instead of hearing it from anybody else.
Okay.
That's all I got to say, Martin.
Okay, thank you. I want to give a shout out to my partner, Vera Giles Norris. I see you, partner. I see you. Thank you for coming on tonight. Very busy. Missing, please come home. Global Alert. I tell you, always great to see my partner up coming in. Vera. Vera said, you don't understand. They got the check in their hand. That's right. That's right. Let all of you get along, go along, establish Negroes, as the paper called it. He called established Negroes and community Negroes. I'm going to use that. and you went with Paul Vallis because you happy with the conditions going on now. That's what that tells us, Dr. Sanders. They're happy for what's going on. You content what you see for going on. You don't want to see better because when you see better, you're going to be held accountable. But I guarantee you, once Brandon Johns get in there, them Negroes ain't gonna want to pass nothing through the city council. They're gonna give them hell like they did Harold Washington, Dr. Sanders. I guarantee you that. They're gonna give it to them.
I know they will.
Know it, because you hateful. You mean. You went for the dollar. You on the wrong side of history. That's what you tell me. You on the wrong side of history. Trust me. Your little paycheck, listen. Y'all getting 100,000, 100-something thousand. And guess what? All them white boys getting millions of dollars. And y'all setting out for little peanuts. That's what they're peanuts. And I'm going to tell you, let me say this to my nonviolent brothers that's looking for violence prevention funds. Listen, Republicans ain't never been fond of giving social service money. They've always cut them.
Nope.
They've always have a history of that. Shouldn't that tell you something? They don't believe in those social service programs at all. No. At all. No. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I tell you, I appreciate everybody. Let's get out and vote. Those who can vote early, vote early. Get out and vote. Get out and vote, people, young people. Young people don't be out there doing nothing stupid. Get out there and vote. Do not get out there do anything stupid.
Martin?
Yes. Go ahead, Doc.
Is it okay if I do a quick prayer for our people?
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
Gracious Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we allow you, that we have given you the honor and the praise and the glory on tonight. Thank you for allowing us to see another day and lay it down another night. But Lord, I am petitioning right now, oh God, that you open up the mind and the hearts of the people that you've created, to give them the understanding of what righteousness and who you are. We ask you, oh Father, to look out for Brandon Johnson. We know you have him in your bosom.
Yes.
Keep your hands and arms of protection around him, his wife, and his 3 lovely children. Look on our community, our people, God, that you made us. You made us a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a peculiar people. God, we ask you to look on the thoughts of the people, of our people, that you have created, for them to use wise decisions of doing what's right. Look out for Martin as he continues to promote honesty, truth, realness, love, compassion, and fear of you. You own this world. You created this world. You know what to do with this world. We don't doubt you. We know you never fail. But even though, Lord, we need to see something different, we're asking your blessings and your love and your kindness and your tender mercy to bestow upon this man that wants to bring us to you again in safety and protect our city, protect these people that are being divided amongst each other. Bless them, oh God. Bless their going out. Bless their coming in. Make ways, open doors, solve problems, and work out conditions. In Jesus' name we pray. Thank God.
Amen. 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 Thank you, Dr. Sanders. And we can leave it right there. She said enough. All right, people, you already know time.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut, unedited.
Tell her what?
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
I don't know about you, but
I love being black.
I don't know about you.
I love being black.
Good night, people. Good night. Don't forget to go out and vote tomorrow. Early vote. Don't forget. Take your sons, take your daughters, hold a hand and take them there. And tomorrow, let me make an announcement that, let me make that announcement again. Those of you that don't know that Al Sharpton is going to be here in the city of Chicago. Let me bring that up. Let me bring it up for you guys. All right, let me bring it up for you guys. Bring it up and make the announcement because I want to make sure I get it right. I don't want to send nobody off. Okay, here it is right here. It says the faith leaders aim to double voter turnout for mayoral runoff election. Sharpton to visit Chicago for Get Out the Rally. Get Out the Vote rally. So, all right, he's going to be, it said when? Friday, March 24th at 10 a.m. Where? New Pilgrim Baptist Church, 4301 West Washington Boulevard. And this is it. All right. This is it, people. So just let you know that. Thank you for tuning in. I want to thank my YouTube family for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you so much. Facebook, thank you so much for being supportive. Eventually, we'll get back to our regular program doing different things. But right now, this is so critical. I have dedicated all this time to the election so we can get it going, people. We need to get out there and vote. We need to get out there and vote, and your vote does count. If your vote didn't count, Paul Vallis wouldn't be in your neighborhood. He wouldn't be sicking black people to disrupt Operation Push and things like that. He wouldn't be seeking that. So your vote does count. Don't let nobody tell you that your vote don't count. Trust me, it does count. Your one little vote does count. Trust me, they want to pretend like it don't count, but it does count. Remember that, young man and young lady. You can make a difference in this election. This is history in the making. You are witnessing history. This election will go down in the history books. Trust me, we have a chance to make history on April the 4th. April the 4th, 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King got assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, and we have an opportunity to elect a black man on that same day here in the city of Chicago. Mayor Brandon Johnson will be our next mayor on that day, and it will go down in the history books, people. And all those established Negroes that didn't stand with him, shame on you. Somebody gonna write a book about you guys and put your name in it. And I would hate to see one of your grandchildren open up that book and look and see your name on the other side. You better come on home before it's too late and repent. Come on home. Thank you, guys. This is live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. I definitely got to get out of here.
You already know what it is. Live,